Hello guys, how's it going? I want us to take a look at a very simple socket in C today. So let's get started. We'll start with our server side. So let's do vi server.c. Say let's include in the header files. Okay, we have the main. Okay, so the socket, we are creating a socket. I will say my socket to socket and okay, local um say substring 0. Okay, and um and say server address family is af account and there's a string copy to server address path. Okay, let me do this here. um, say server second. No. Okay, string copy. So now we'll be binding the address to. Okay, before we bind the address, we need to get a length of the server address. So we use the sock length type, the socket length type. So let's say length of socket address losa. So we so offset of the structure sock address un um sun path, okay, plus the string length of server address dot sun path. Yes, so now we have, okay, let me just add it here. So for address, okay, that's just by the way. Okay, so now we're binding the socket. Now we'll be binding the address we've just constructed right now to socket, which is my socket. So I won't be implementing error checks now. Just to keep things simple, I won't be implementing error checks. Good practice is we should always keep you should always keep checking for errors. Okay. So say bind to socket structure socket address pointed to server address and say the cluster. Okay, I made a mistake here. So this, yeah, not cluster. All right. Now we have our address binding to our socket. The next thing to do is to listen for connections. So we want our servers to always be listening to for connections, not to listen for a connection once then stop. So we just put it in a loop. So let's use while one. It's always going to be true. So the loop will keep running. Say listen on my socket. And how many connections? Let's just make it one, just one connection. So okay, so now we're listening to connections, then we have to accept connections. Okay, so the accept connections just gives us uh, a new socket for communication with our client. So we'll call that socket the communication line. Let's say okay, accept my socket to okay. One more thing. So the accept function is it's taking three parameters. The first one is the socket, which is our server socket itself, which is my socket. Then the second parameter is going to it's going to be the address where it's going to store the information about the client connecting to the socket. So we'll have this. I want to declare a variable of a structure. Sorry, where I'll store the information about the client connecting to the server. So the structure socket address UN of say client address. So that, and we also need the length of the client address. So we use the stock length type of, let's say, length of client address. Yeah. So that's pretty good. So we continue. Say so yeah. Client address and the length. I think okay. That's just taking a pointer, I guess, a pointer to the length of the address, the client address. That's where it's going to be storing it. Okay, yeah. That's it. It's just going to take. It's definitely going to be taking the address because it will be sending an information there. So that's it. Okay. All right. Now we have a connection established. The connection has been accepted. So the next thing to do to be sure like the server and the client are really communication is to try to send information across. So the first information I'd like to send from the server, I like the server to send the first information, which is to tell the client that hey, you just connected to my socket. So let's use write. If we could use send and and also indicate flags for the data, the type of data transmission, okay, out of bound or not, and all the stuff. But just to keep things simple, I'm just going to use write. So we say write, and um you're writing to the communication line, okay, because that's a socket that's involved in communication with the socket, with the client's socket right now, not the my socket. The my socket is there to listen for connections, okay. So com line, and we say message, and we have, okay, I have not declared this, but I'll declare it right now. Maximum message. So just let me just say max. No need to write so much. All right, so let's say message should be what's the message? What should we say? Okay, hey, we just connected to my socket, or you just connected to me. Okay, let's say you just connected to me. Hey, you just connected to me. Yeah. Okay, so I think that's all. All right, so the next thing to do now is to get, let's write our client side code. So um, so let's copy this, or down there, have that. So here again, I'm just going to use my socket to be socket, and say pf local, and we have a sock stream 0 protocol by default. Oh no, yeah, structure constraint let's say I'll say my address. This is a client, so I'll just say my address. Is that spelling correct? That's about it. My address dot sun family should be af local. Okay. String copy. So my address dot sun path. Okay. 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 Connect socket. Okay. Okay. You say client. Good. All right. One thing. Okay. I know. I know. We all know binding the socket to the client, binding an address to the client's socket is not really necessary, because when we try, the moment we try to initiate a connection, the operating system assigns it an address. But just to keep things, simple, let's just bind the address to it. So before we bind, let's get a length of my address. Luma should be the offset of structure sort address un and un. Oh, what's wrong? Okay. string length of my address assume that yes string of my address and path. Good. So we bind it to the socket. So we bind that to my socket and say socket address pointer to my address now my address and we say that's the length, right? Yeah, Loma. Okay, good code practice. Loma is Loma for length of my address. I think that's okay. Alright, so now we have our address bind to our sockets. Next thing to do on the client side is to request a connection. Okay, so we say connect my socket to an address. So the address of our server socket. So instead of me rewriting that whole server socket, the server address thing, I'm just going to copy it. Okay, so I think I'm copying it up to line 6. Yes, have that, and I'll keep it here. Good. Alright. Okay. Okay. Alright. So and server address and say and oh, wait, does the connect use a pointer or just listen? Okay, the compiler will let me know. Now instead of compiler let me know, let me check. Let me check. Let me check. We have sockets, sockets, creating a sockets, making connections. Okay, connections. Now it's not a pointer. It's just Lusa. Good. So connect and read. So after it's connected, the server side accepts the connection and sends and writes that information to the client, and the client needs to read that information. And so it says read what the server is saying from read whatever information sent to my socket into message from server and of max. Okay, so one thing to note is message from server as max. So let me define max. I haven't. So max should be, let's just say 100. So okay, so to print this to print these things as the client's code is running, we'll be printing it to the standard error. I don't know why, but yeah, that's okay. That's what they just use. I've not really bothered to read into details why they use that, but after this, I'm going to make sure I learn that. So um, say the standard error, standard error, whatever. And we say server, the server's communication, server's dialog. So and line sh from server and 0. Good, our code is good. Our code is good. Okay, we need to copy this. Yeah, paste that in. Good. One more thing. String.h, because I'm using the string compare thing. So yeah. I hope we're good. So all right. I would like to run the two codes side by side. So first, let's compare them. Server. Let's see. O. Server. Okay. We have I don't know, any standard h. Yeah, this is really important. Copy that, paste it in, save it, and recompile. Good. So then compile the clients. So clients. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Okay, I hope that's it. Okay, fine. Oh, good. All right. So the next thing to do is, okay, let's our screen. Good. Okay. So I'll be starting the server on the left. So the server will be running on the left, and the client will run the client on the right. So if everything goes well, we should receive the message sent by the server in our client, which on the right side here, where I'm going to run the client. So client, good. Let's see, 1, 2. So yeah, we did it. server says, hey, you just connected to me. Wait, so how could we be sure if when we send information from our client it will reach the server? So let's go back to our code and just read it. Let's just do a little touch to something in the client side, and in both the client side and the server side. So what we do is this: we say, let's say for server message should be, oh yes, yes I did. Let me say write to, okay, my socket, that's socket listening, and no, really, okay, yeah, sorry for that, for server and max. Okay, that's it. And so we listen for that. So the server side checks that, and so after saying that, you need to listen for, not listen, just read for anyone coming in. So we say character for me. Let's say for me, and that's max. Oh no, max. Let me say read from the communication line and save it to for me. That's max. And no, print it, and we say client say this client dialog, no line, and it says for me. Okay, so we'll have to recompile this two codes by the way. So client.c -o client, okay, server.c -o. Okay, thanks. I remember something. Okay, before you see, after running this server once and we close it and rerun it again, it's going to give us a very strange behavior. Like everything is just going to keep printing that way because of one thing. The client has not been with the sockets we created. We did not unlink the sockets for the server sockets. So to do that, you should always do, at least that's what they say, unlink the server before you recreate any new socket for it again. It just, again, best practices. The same thing applies to the client side. You should, after you're done with your communication, you should remove the client sockets and close my socket, close the socket of communication. Okay, so that's really important. Yes, so we have all right. So all right, we'll rerun the server. Okay, and right, so the server is already running, and when we're running this time, we want to see two things. The server sends message to the client, and the client sends a message back to the server. So 1, 2, 3, go. Yeah, we did it. It says the server dialog says, hey, you just connected to me, and the client says, yes, I did. It sent out to the server, so the server logged it out for us. Client says, yes, I did. He said, hey, you just connected to me. That's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.